Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. It's Scagly Bones with another video for you today. As you can see here, we're looking at the back part of my bike, the chain stay area, and a lot of questions come up for people. What should I do to keep my chain stays protected? So, how do I keep, especially on a road bike, how do I keep this chain protected from chain slap without getting it all chipped up? Now, most bikes are going to come with a tiny piece of coated plastic over here, almost like you see here. Let's see here. See that piece of plastic right there? Now, I got these from a bike shop. He just gave me a whole bunch of these, and I use those wherever my cables are, and that prevents cable rubbing away the paint. Now, you're gonna get nicks and cuts. I got nicks and cuts all over my bike. I got to get them underneath. Let's see if we can see one there. See, you get them all over the place here on your bike. You're gonna get them from rocks coming up and hitting stuff. But the last thing you want is to chew up this portion of your bike, because your chain will chew this up pretty quickly, depending on the types of bumps you're hitting and stuff like that. Even on the road, I'm in a pretty bad area as far as the roads are concerned in Guam, so I had to do something else. It was the plastic that was there as kind of a chain protector was all chewed up, and it would have started to eat into the paint. So before that happened, I went to the bike store, tried a couple chain protectors. Problem is, most chain protectors are for mountain bikes. So I tried a couple on. Either they were too big or too small. There was one that was kind of like a Velcro wrapped material, and it went on there, but it was just too small. It wouldn't wrap around there, and it wouldn't Velcro all the way. So I tried kind of a medium one from Giant, and it was just slightly too big. And of course, the kits that are for the mountain bikes, that would have been way too big. So what do you do? So get yourself an old inner tube. A lot of people have old inner tubes lying around. In fact, if you go to your local bike shop, they'll probably give you an old punctured inner tube that they've replaced because they have no need for them anymore. So the guy gave me an inner tube, and I just cut a section off of it. I didn't even take the whole thing because he didn't have any need for it, because pretty much this rubber is not going to get chewed up by the chain, you know. So what I did is I took the rubber and I opened it up and I cut it in two sections. Because of the bend right here in my chain stay, it wouldn't lay perfectly flat and flush. So what I did is I took the inner tube and I cut a section about a yay long, cut it in half, and then I cut it open in a strip here. And then what I did is I took and just wrapped over the top. You don't really need it along the bottom, just on the top where the chain's going to hit, because this part of the chain is probably not going to flap up and hit the bottom part, more than likely. Mostly it's going to hit along the top where the chain is closest to your chain stay. So, and then what I did is I took some electrical tape and taped it here, taped it along the two sides, and then I also did some red tape in the middle, just kind of for some contrast there, kind of the match with the bike, since I have red tape and stuff for the handlebars and things like that. And then I just kind of heat shrunk them. I took a little bit of some heat and put it on the edges where the tape went together, so that the tape wouldn't come apart, and I just heat shrunk it there. And then there's a little bit of loose parts. Like if you come right here, there's some gaps where the rubber is just by itself. That's not really a problem. So I've been using this for a few hundred miles now. Not very long, but it still looks really good shape. It hasn't, and I've gotten a lot of chain slap on this portion of it, so it doesn't look beat up at all. And if it starts to get beat up here, right here in the middle, where I do have some tape holding the two pieces together, well, you just change out that tape. Not a big deal. Tape is pretty inexpensive. I'm sure you could also just take some electrical tape if you really wanted to. Another solution would be just electrical tape this whole thing up, that whole section. But the problem is I don't really want a whole lot of, I want the least amount of tape and gunk and goo getting on my bike frame. So this is kind of more of a solution. I'm just taping it over the rubber. So a great, real inexpensive solution there. Make your own chainstay protector. So folks, that's it for me. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you. If you got any suggestions for videos, give a comment in the comment section below. I'll make sure I look at them. And if you like this type of video, if you want any more kind of look at some special things to do, I'll try to get those videos out to you, especially once I get my place all set up and have a little bit more permanent workstation. Right now I'm kind of working out of my bedroom, so I don't have a lot of room, but hopefully I can get you some videos on some special things to do, folks. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and keep riding, folks. This is Skagglebones, and I'm out.